Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back. If you're wondering why I have my phone out, it's because I had a dream download that I forgot about, and sometimes when I am half asleep, it doesn't make sense. So I was going to read it out and decipher it and go with that today. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. Thank you for your donations, they're highly appreciated. And thank you for your emails, emails of confirmation, emails sharing your stories, and emails of booking readings. My readings are open. Please remember there is a 48 to 72 hour turnaround time for the day that you book, meaning that if you book on a Monday, for example, you may be waiting until Wednesday or Thursday. Please be patient with me, and I thank you for that. Anyone that is looking for a faster turnaround time, I do offer emergency readings, which will be sent out within 12 to 24 hours of payment. With that being said, there is still someone pretending to be me, pretending to be a pastor, pretending to be a friend. If it says WhatsApp and they solicit you for any type of money, it's not me, they are a scammer. Please don't be fooled, just report and block them kindly, thank you and please. Also remember that the energy that I pick up on can be past, present or future, as that all energy is fluid. And if I say he, she, feminine or masculine, we hold all of those energies, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, let's have a look at this reading and look at this download. What I got from it, because it didn't really make a lot of sense as I was reading it, because sometimes when I'm half asleep I just speak and my recorder doesn't pick up everything, but it was talking about being in a swimming pool with many different levels, and straight away from that tells me it's about emotions and water, and can be to do with water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, which is the 4th, the 8th and the 12th house, which looks at your foundations. It looks at divine feminine energy and the matriarch. Scorpio is to do with the unknown, to do with mystery, intimacy. And then you have Pisces, which is to do with endings, spirituality and karma. Okay, now with this swimming pool, it said that you know, this person was walking along the side of the swimming pool and there was a piece of clothing, and when they picked it up there was this weird 3D looking heart with a button on it, and when they pressed the button, alarms went off everywhere and the lights came on, everyone stopped what they were doing, and then the police were there, or there was some sort of government officials there that had to be, and then they wanted to investigate everyone and question them. Okay, so let's find out what this is about. So this is going on to do with water, it's to do with emotions. Tell me more about what this dream download was about, because you've got pleasure that's just fallen straight out, and then you have here gilded, is it gilded? Gilded regret in reverse. And look at that woman holding a heart. So there's something that's going on here with, I heard binding you to my will. Okay, and with gilded regret in reverse, this person did this with no remorse. Now with it being a swimming pool with many different people with many different levels, is telling me that whoever did this, and you look, you've got 4 on here, so this is either a family member or this is to do with a matriarch. There's something here, especially with all those levels to the swimming pool and looking at the water signs, that someone done something without any remorse whatsoever, and there's a hierarchy to this, or there's many layers to what it is that they did. Okay, now with pleasure being here, no remorse in reverse, and then woman holding the heart, this is either someone who's very good at manipulating others and their emotions, or having many stages in how they do this. Okay, and I heard cold and calculated. And why did I get the 3D heart that set off all the alarms? Let's have a look. So we have here rage. Okay, that button, that 3D button may have been a trigger or a heart wound of some sort. She's got happy families in reverse. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me just show that to you. I'll put that one over here. Someone felt no two ways about making someone else feel uncomfortable or bringing manipulation in, even though they knew that it meant that the other person was kind of bound to them. And you've also got here radical rebirth in reverse, and you've got surrender as well. So someone here is very, very skilled at manipulating others, their emotions, either gaslighting or doing something in a way of codependency, okay, and getting the other person to kind of surrender themselves and their empowerment to them. Okay, yeah, because if I put this one over here, and radical rebirth. Now with radical rebirth, this is talking almost like going through a dark night of the soul, because that's a 5 on there as well. It's stopping someone's someone ascending, or someone moving on to the next timeline, the next natural timeline for them in their evolvement and in their growth. But with that many different levels, it's also telling me, because there were lots of other people, that whoever this person is, whoever this woman holding the heart is, has done this to many people, or is organised in doing this with other people, to other people. Okay, now what about the investigation? Tell me more about the investigation. Live out loud and angel of love. Someone here either stepped up to this person, I heard broke free, because live out loud and then angel of love. Somebody, I don't know if this is like domestic violence or if this is like a narcissistic relationship of some sort, because I heard organised crime. It was done as, it was organised, it was done together with other people, but somebody went up against them or spoke up about it, especially on the trauma that it brought forward, especially with that heart wound. Let me place these down. Let me see. This person's really angry that they aren't able to control a light one, whether that is you, the person you're thinking of, another light one, or your divine counterpart, in the way that they have been able to control others, that they have, I heard masqueraded to love. So put a mask up that they loved them or loved bombed. Tell me more about this. So you have here Mercury, communicate, analyze, let your mind tell you how to. Pop that up there so you can see it. And then you also have here Taurus, your beliefs, the costs of, use the most direct way and. Okay, someone took the time, you know, to look at their life, look at, you know, the choices that they've made and the people that they've allowed into their energy, and said, this is not for my benefit, this is not for my growth. Because Taurus, as much as it's about income and it's about money, it's also about abundance and growth. Because look, you've got the World card here as well in reverse. So someone here stepped up and was like, enough is enough, I need to take control of my own life. And they did so. Because over here, when I look down at these cards here, with gilded regret in reverse, almost no remorse whatsoever at bringing in these horrible towers towards someone's family life, or towards a relationship, or whoever it is that they're manipulating. They felt no two ways about doing this and creating this trauma. And also there was something here about controlling finances. Okay, now over here, if we look at this one over here, we have the woman holding the heart, we have surrender, we have radical rebirth, and we have analyze. Okay, somebody started looking at how the other person was treating them. Now this is giving me more than just like one person though. I'm getting more than one person. Okay, why did I hear, is it a cult? Is it a cult? Because you've got level up that's come out. You've got, ooh, you've got level up that's come out. You've got cosmic power in reverse. And then you've also got alchemy. Okay, that level up, whoever it was that walked away, is it a cult? There's something here about someone being like the mother hen, or giving the orders and other people having to be subordinate. Now if this is just a relationship, there's been exponential growth for this person when they started healing their wounds that was holding them in that relationship or in that manipulation. Okay, because you've got over here cosmic power in reverse, which is looking at our shadow aspects and also at our solar plexus, our wounded inner child, our place of personal power and joy, but also our place of you know, wounded inner child is your trauma from childhood. Now if I place this over here, this person is very skilled in looking at wounds, at looking at what angle they can come in at. Okay, so this person could be a sociopath, they could be a psychopath, or they could just have you know, NPD. And please remember, I am not a licensed therapist, nor am I a licensed mental health worker in any way, shape or form. This is just the energy that I'm picking up on, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like you need support in those, from those services, please make sure you're reaching out to them before taking any advice from me. But with that being said, someone here started looking at their wounded inner child, started analysing it and started communicating with it. Okay, because it says let your mind tell you how to, and it was more or less, how do I remove myself from this experience, or from, because I heard from this trap. And this person's really angry that it didn't work, that something didn't work. I heard the sex magic didn't work. Let's see, tell me more please and thank you. Now here we have patience. Okay, I'll place this one over here. Where do you want it? Over here. This person doesn't realize how patient this light one's being with themselves, because when you have been through trauma over trauma over trauma, when you've been through tower over tower over tower, those towers then become less and less frequent when we start being patient with ourselves as we're going through that tower, when we start looking at what is the lesson that the universe is trying to show us, what is it that they want us to learn and heal from. And this person doesn't realize how patient a light one is with themselves, whether that is you, whether that is the person you're thinking of, another light one, or your divine counterpart. But there's also something here with them patiently holding on to their own rage because they don't want you to be living out loud. They do not want you to be living your best life. Now let's find out why. Why is this? Please show me what I need to see. Okay, because it is about growth. Okay, there is some sort of laser focus on stopping a light one from growing, and I want to find out why don't they want this growth coming in? Because I heard what it means to them, or what will happen to them, because you've got shame here. Okay, now is this the person who is this matriarch shamed? I heard yes, and I heard projection, because that number condensed down to a 10 is about the ending of karmic cycles, the ending of things, so something new can come in. Now, what is it that they are ashamed about? I heard they're not like you, they'll never be like you. But why are they ashamed? Why are they ashamed? Please and thank you. Because you've got soul forgiveness. You've got, it's a time to release negativity. You've got Neptune, inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. And then you also have expect powerful change. There's something on here, this energy that I'm picking up is whoever it is that's doing this, if you have a social media account, if you are you know, a public speaker, if you are somebody who has been on a healing journey, for example, and you've made a blog about it, there's some, or even if it's just you talking in person and this person overhearing, there's something here with them being extremely inspired by your words, but also jealous of them at the same time, because this Neptune, inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, and yielding is the only way to. The reason why this light one, whether that's you or another person that you're thinking of, has been able to heal is because they have surrendered to the fact that, you know what, we all have a shadow side. We all have pain. We all have wounds. I'm going to actually venture into that and go and explore it and start healing that and be patient with myself. And there's something here with your words of power also healing others, and this person knows this. They also know that they should be doing the same thing, and they're ashamed that they're not, because it's easier for them to manipulate others. And I keep hearing organised crime. Why do I keep hearing organised crime? And they're angry because every time you speak your words of power, you are outing them, or karma is being sent towards them. Every time that you speak your words of power, it hits a core for them, because there's truth in what you say. Okay, because look, it's a time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And you've also got soul forgiveness here. Okay, there's something here about them knowing that they should be atoning for what they are doing, but I don't care, I'm not going to, because doing that means taking responsibility for my actions. And you've also got expect powerful change. So this person knows that they will not change, or they're not willing to change, and they're angry that you are outing them with your words. Okay, there's a little bit of confirmation going on there. Now, I want to know about this organised crime. Why do I keep hearing organised crime? Desire. So you've got desire and you've got pleasure coming out here with rage. Okay, now I heard sex magic. Why am I getting sex magic with desire and pleasure? Please and thank you. Organised crime. Why am I getting organised crime? What is this person mixed up in? And you've got here Aquarius, genius to experiment with, the discoveries of, resulting from the why can I never say it? Eccentricities of. So this is social circles. This is the 11th house. This person, I don't know if this is like sex magic orgies, but if it's organised crime, because I keep hearing trafficking, because you've got strategy upside down. You've got walk away upside down. And this is going back to the start, which was talking about how this person is skilled in manipulating and controlling others. And something about like emotional manipulation, and this is actually love when it's not love. Okay, so this may be grooming, this may be There's something along those lines. It's really, really icky energy. Okay, now strategy upside down. There's somebody here who spoke out against them. I heard the one that got away. Someone who had been planning to leave for a very long time but was trapped. Somebody who had their light dimmed for an extremely long time, and I heard trauma, and that is why I saw that 3D button, and when the button was pressed, alarms went off, because whoever it was, that person was having their triggers pushed to the point that they actually shouted out either for help or to point the finger of blame at them and saying this person did it, which is why there were government officials going, I'm going to investigate everyone here now, what's going on here, because you've got divine lineage coming out. Okay, so you have a chosen one who was trapped for a very long time in a disempowering environment, who actually started inspiring not only other people but themselves by the fact that they've been through trauma. And when you think of yourself and you think of how far you've come in your own personal experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, and where you are now, it's inspirational. No matter if you are a guru, whether you are a doctor, you are a road sweeper, you are a stay-at-home mother, a teacher, no matter what you do as a job or your life purpose, it's extremely inspiring, because strength comes from the times where we've had to clamber out of things that would have made us weak or did make us weak. You know, because you've got confidence is your key to success. This is what this person works with. They work with disempowering others, okay? And there has been, because here when I look up this way now, there's been a focus to stop someone from healing, okay? To stop their confidence in their own capabilities. Because you've got a win-win forecast is outcome, full moon in Libra. And I'm placing it here. They got outed by someone in their own community. Somebody in their own community was either riddled with shame and knew that they shouldn't be doing what they were doing, because you've got atonement coming up, you've got what do you need to release, and betrayal. Okay, this person feels extremely betrayed. That's why they're so rageful. There's some sort of event that happened, or something happened to do with sex, desire, intimacy, but also disempowerment. Okay, and there's someone here who feels ashamed to be part of it. This person, that's it. This person doesn't feel shamed. And I heard, yes, they do, but they hide it. But someone else who was involved in this, whether it's trafficking or grooming or whatever it is that these people are involved in, that they're trying to keep very quiet, this person has been biding their time to go forward with evidence or to speak out on this, because they want soul forgiveness. Because you've got atonement coming up, and you've got that 3 and 1 condensed is your 4th house. This is a family member or someone who is involved with a family member. What do you need to release? And betrayal. Okay, this person doing so and opening up about this to heal their own trauma, but also to come forward for atonement, is the ultimate betrayal for this person over here. Okay, now what was it that they were trying to do to a light one? What were they trying to do to a light one? I heard trap them the same. Yeah, look, trap them the same, man holding the coin. They were trying to bring in some sort of entrapment, but this is, the thing is, the man holding the coin can be in this realm embezzlement, fraud. It could be, you know, some sort of deal that's this lucrative, I can't speak, lucrative deal that seems too good to be true. Or this could be literally, you know, a dark contract binding your energy or your essence to something that isn't for you. Okay, because when I look at it this way as well, what do you need to release? It's almost like asking you to confess some sort of dark truth about yourself, okay, only for it to be used against you, because you've got anxiety and it's upside down, and almost being told it's fine, you can do that. And with this rage and then live out loud, and next to it with desire and pleasure, there was something here with whatever this group is that this woman is involved in. That's what they did for collateral. They literally asked them to give away a deepest, darkest secret and let them know it's fine, you know, you don't have to be anxious about this in any way, shape or form, you know, this is for you, and then using that against them to get them to do their will. Okay, because adjacent possibilities, if I place this one down over here, appreciation, there was something here about flitting between feeling appreciative for being part of this group and the abundance in money form that it brought, and then also flitting back to actually being in anxiety and shame over it, because you've got storm warning coming out. And let me see where I put that. Inspire others to with. Okay. So this person is at the moment looking at ways to send some sort of tower towards a light one, because there was sex magic that was used, but there's something else going on here. Okay, because look, you've got storm warning, and then you've got calling in the storm, and then you've got daughter spirit. Okay, because I heard storm is coming, but then I wanted to say winter is coming, almost like those white walkers. There's something that this person is trying to do to gain back the control that they've lost. And I heard there's something to do with the community. They've lost notoriety or something in the community, because whatever it is that they're involved in is almost hush hush, because that's on the inner circle, and then the outer circle is something to do with the daughter spirit. Is either a church or a synagogue or a temple or some sort of spiritual community that, if they knew about this, would be completely shocked. But with this person coming forward and either, you know, opening up about what happened, it's already going round in the rumour mill. Okay. Now you've got here North Node, have faith in, do not worry about. Now is the time to. And now is the time to. And over here, you've got to remember, going through Scorpio season as it is, it's a time to release negativity. Now, I think there's an encouragement to do so, simply because whoever this person is, the way that they manipulate others, the way that, whether that is through, you know, physical and psychological gaslighting or trauma bonding, or, you know, love bombing, whatever it is that they do to make these people feel small or, you know, disempowered, if that is on this realm or if that is magical or sending things, these people do this by finding out what is your most inner wound. What is your childhood wound? What are the things that you feel insecure over? Because I heard it's lucrative for them to do this. Okay, so it's a time to release negativity. It's a perfect time to do that, because it's going to continue pushing you forward on your North Node. And when you're walking on your North Node, when you are walking balanced, and I'm not saying that anyone here is not balanced, but we all have wounds. The more that we are pouring love into them, the stronger we make our protection, the stronger we are, and the harder it is for people like this to try and manipulate, whether that is through energy manipulation or physical manipulation with, you know, psychology tricks and this and that and all the rest. Okay. Because I had your eyes on you for a while. Because look, hostilities came up in reverse when I said that. Okay. Had your eyes on you for a while. In what regards? In what regards? I had submission. Submission. Oh my gosh. I am so inflexible. Oh, wee. Sorry, I've just given myself a leg cramp. Oh my gosh, I need to do more stretching. Okay, so it said in what regards, and I heard submission. And then it's what came out is the South Node, saying there will not be anxiety about and trouble. That's what they have been looking towards, okay? To stop your own radical rebirth. To what end? To what end, please and thank you. And I just heard, money, 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 must be funny in a rich man's world. All to do with money. Money and submission. Well, I never. And it says here, etheric cords, action. This person has been trying to tie an etheric cord to a light one, because usually when it's this way, this is saying that you need to cut one off, okay? Or it has been cut. It has been, okay? With it being this way, this person's trying to tie some sort of cord to you so that you surrender, or this light one surrenders, and you're being asked to take action now to remove that. Whether that is actually looking into the depths of your solar plexus, your wounded inner child, and looking at things that, at the moment, what is it that brings up a wound? What is it that makes you reactive? What is it that you feel sensitive about, or you find difficult to look at in you know, in the recesses of our shadows? Because right now you're being asked to be quite gentle with yourself. Take your time as you're doing this, but to start addressing those small wounds, because they may not even be big, or they may be, but to start pouring that love in there, okay? As you've also got the thinking man in reverse, okay? The thinking man is a deceiver. So with it being upside down, there's something here about someone's emotional trauma also connecting to doubting oneself or being gaslit in some way when they were younger, because you've got conclusions are within reach and it's upside down. Whoever this person is wants you to feel like analysing yourself, having self, like introspection, reflecting on yourself is not something that you should be doing, because look, conclusions are within reach. And then you've got grounding, and that's got a 3 on there. That's the expansion that's going to give you. Making sure that not only you're doing your grounding techniques, however which way you do those on a spiritual sense, but also grounding yourself in looking back at a wounded inner child wound that you have or cord that you have. And with that grounded, with it being yellow and it being orange, that's talking about your inner child, but it's also talking about family wounds and looking at how you can slowly start working through those to bring in more balance. Now, is there anything else that needs to be said? Oh yeah, look. Wow, at the bottom it says communication is key. And that's really talking to yourself. And you've also got defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. Is there anything else that needs to come out before I go? Because look, 5th chakra archangel, and it's upside down. So this is about clearing your throat chakra, saying what it is that you feel that you haven't been able to say. Because whoever this person is wishing you to stay in that energy of not speaking your truth, because you've got blossom abundance upside down. Not speaking your truth is what's going to hold you back from your North Node. Now, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you helping my channel to grow, and for your comments, for your feedback. Anyone that feels that they would like to leave a donation, it is never expected, but greatly appreciated. And anyone looking for a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box down below. If you look to the 2nd paragraph down, there is a line of blue arrows pointing up with 2 of my emails. The White Raven Mystics is a little bit more receptive or quicker in responding, but if you send me an email, I usually get back to people within 48 hours. If you don't hear from me, if you just send me another prompt email, it puts your list it puts your email back to the top of the list. But with that being said, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening, an afternoon, morning or night, wherever you are in the lovely world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, you guys.